When I tell you that this was the best episode so far, episode 12, season 7, Love Island, gave everything that I needed. The joy, the satisfaction, the unlimited laughs that America gave me last night while watching this show, it should be studied. It actually lets me know why there's all the hype around it. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into it.
Get it, don't be timid when you in it, apply that. Love up on it, live alone, leave it. I don't want no trip, baby, stay like it.
My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I know I started out strong. We're doing our watch-alongs every night, which are going to be back again tonight. We will be live reacting to Love Island every night, except for Wednesday and Saturday. I don't like that sun whatever thing it is. But let's get into episode 12 because a lot happened, and I figure the best way to do it is to go couple by couple, arrangement by arrangement, and then we'll break down the end, which again, America, thank you, America. You did your big one. I didn't expect it, but it gave everything I needed. Let's start over here with Taylor. Send Taylor home immediately. Charlie was cheated. Charlie was violated in this moment. There's no way a Charlie goes home before a Taylor. And Olandria, how dare you? How dare you tune up your face when that big fine man comes and sits beside you? Are his kisses strange and peckish? Yes, they are. But can that be fixed? Absolutely. Is he actually there for you? I think so. Is Taylor? Not so much. I don't think Taylor's there for any woman. I said what I said, all right? I think he's having a good time. I think he likes hanging out with the bros. I don't think he's there for you. And so anyway, I'll start with them, Olandria, Taylor, Jalen. Jalen is making it very, very clear that Olandria is his one, all right? He wants her. He got to get her. He got to have her, all right? And he's making it cute. The pursuit is polite, yet intent is known. And I respect that in a man. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. Meanwhile, Taylor just wants to hold on to his spot in the house. Taylor does not want Olandria. Like I said, I've not seen steam heat between Taylor and nobody. Even when we get to the wood chopper chop, he's in there and they just shaking the table. Like Taylor, why are you there? And I saw his ex on the TikTok, and he told her he loved her in 2 weeks. So what's the difference now, my guy? What is it all for? What are you here for, Taylor? A vacation? A good time? A shot at the 100K? I don't know. You guys drop it in the comments and let me know. But again, Olandria, we see they go into the games, and she is selected 4 to 5 times. And we know how Olandria likes to use that tongue and kiss the people down. But this was a lot, y'all. And when I tell you nobody was turning it down, not even Jeremiah. Everybody wanted some of that Olandria, especially Nick. We know Nick, I think, wants the United Nations, honey. He's there to try it all. And again, for what the show is, I'm not mad. I think you're supposed to go there. You're supposed to explore. You're supposed to check out other people and see who matches and fits with you best. And I think everyone who's not is doing a disservice. Not to echo little Ace over there, but he wasn't wrong at the end. He won't wrong. All right. And speaking of Nick, let's get it to Nick and Sierra. Everybody kind of like Nick. Nick is cute, but I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's the Fiji insects or whatever, but he's having all of these breakouts and eruptions, and I just quite don't know. Sierra has always been kind of a lukewarm person for me. I don't feel strongly either way about her or Nick, but the girly pops like Nick. He's sitting in a comfortable seat because I think Sierra wants him there, of course, and he wants Sierra. Now that Bella's gone, I think he's going to have to tap in and try to evaluate some other connections as well. Because again, although this is my first season, I think the strategy to this must be to establish multiple connections so that if there's ever a situation where you're the odd man out, there's going to be someone there that chooses to keep you, right? And I think that's where the girls are getting it wrong and where Ace is actually the one that's doing this the best way possible. Speaking of Ace, let's get to Austin, Shelly, and Ace. Austin, I told y'all in the short, if you're over on the TikTok, that Austin is a cuck at this point. Like, baby boy, he just want to be chose. It seems like he is so enamored of Shelly and our little cute Disney princess. He just loves her down boots, and he's gonna keep trying, but he's so frustrated. A couple episodes ago, Austin was saying real cuss words to Charlie. I'm sick of being in this effing love triangle with Ace and Shelly. And while Shelly is putting all of her eggs in this Ace basket, playing Austin to the left because, he's letting her know that he feels insecure about the situation and doesn't know how to move. And she basically says, well, I don't know how to hold your hand through this. That's not my job. And going back into the confessional saying, Ace isn't like this. He's fine in every situation. Absolutely, because Ace is doing what he should be doing, which is evaluating all his connections while you're hanging like a bird on a wire, honey, waiting for him. That's not it, baby. Choose the person who chose you. Now, am I saying you need to give it all away to Austin? Absolutely not. But what I do say, you cultivate the one who's choosing you. All right. And Ace can be something to play with on the side until y'all get there. But Ace is going to choose every new coochie that comes in the building. It's clear and evident. Because Iris where? And you want to explore that connection. So after the conversation where she basically tells Austin, I like a man who goes all out and does things, and Ace is doing that for me. Ace politely tells you that he's going to pursue whatever he wants to pursue with Iris. And there you go, sitting there with mud on your face, egg on your face. Just sitting there, looking silly. Because now Austin's going to try to figure out what he's going to do. Now, what is that? Who's going to be after Austin? I don't know, because he talks so slow, y'all. But all of these people talk a little bit slow and non-succinct. It is what it is. Again, Ace is the only one I think that is taking full advantage of this opportunity. He's got boundaries. He's doing what he wants to do. Of course, he's still sleeping outside, I think in the Soul Ties bed, while Amaya is there just being an agent of chaos. Because, Amaya, you ain't have any of this to do, ma'am. Who are you? Why are you here, Ike? Amaya is just I duck to me. And I know people want to defend her and she wasn't wrong in the conversation with Ace. And I'm not going to say her feelings weren't founded because he hasn't done that to any other woman. However, you giving him all of this when he doesn't even deserve half of your time is crazy to me. It gives crazy tease. And then when she says, if it's not toxic, I don't want it. If things are going too right in a relationship, I'm going to mix it up because I need some toxicity. Girl, please. There's enough free toxicity without you having to create it. Mark my words, sis. But yeah, Amaya, I don't know. Meanwhile, we're over here with Hannah and Pepe, who, y'all, I can't get with Pepe. I don't know if it's the comb over situation up top. I don't know if it's the non-succinct front hairline. I don't know if it was how we first saw him in the BDSM Get Out, but I'm utterly and completely turned off. I just don't understand. I just don't. I don't get the infatuation, honey, but he's after Hannah. He said Hannah and Sierra were his picks, but heavily leaning towards Hannah. We know that Hannah was with Charlie, my bookie, because let's be honest, Charlie's the finest one in the house. I don't know why there's the issue. I don't know if he presents differently in person, but I don't know why Charlie couldn't get no play over here. But he and Hannah were cool. Pepe comes in and she's macking down him every chance she gets, honey. They're going into the same room that she used to bring Charlie in to make out, and she's making out with Pepe. Charlie don't like it, so he starts hedging his bets, right? So he's talking to Iris like, yeah, no, I'm not locked down. I'm open. Oh, open as a 7-Eleven. I'm open, okay? And Iris's attention are really on Ace at this point. That's where the steam heat is. That's where the attraction is. And so then he tries to make his move on Amaya because Amaya, Ace don't want you. Don't nobody else want you but me. Let's have this conversation. And then she starts crying, talking about Hannah is her best friend in the house, and she just couldn't do that. And Charlie's like, hey, it is what it is. She's over there with Pepe. So what it is. And Amaya, no, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. That's my bad. The tears for what, ma'am? It's odd. It's very, very weird to me. And then, of course, like I said, Jalen is pursuing Olandria. Taylor's just there. And I think that's kind of the meat of all the couples in the beginning, right, that we see. Huda and Jeremiah. Let me not forget this. Because, again, she has just been letting her crazy flag show over these past couple episodes, and Jeremiah just seems like, I don't know if he's in a bubble. I don't know if she put that cat on him and it just moved him in a different way. We're not gonna play like they haven't been, playing knuckles this whole time under the sheets. All right. So she confesses to the girls that they have finally gotten Bucky naked. She's not giving the details, but she didn't put that on him. You know what I mean? She put it on him. And apparently, I mean, it's keeping him near, but I still see that this isn't it, right? Because now it's, there should never be a time where a man is making me breakfast, Jeremiah. I'm your woman. You're supposed to make my breakfast and make me feel special. And if you're not doing that, I don't know what to tell you. And so he gets in the conversation talking about Iris really wanted him. And she's like, I knew Iris wanted you. And he says, yeah, I told her, even though we were having a rough morning, that, whatever. And here's how the devil can be right and wrong. Can sometimes give you a half of a truth. You know what I mean? But still be the devil. Because in this moment, Huda says, don't you ever tell another woman what's going on between us. And not for nothing, she's right in this moment. Don't do that. However, you're crazy as hell, Huda. Huda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're crazy as hell, because leave that man alone. He ain't got to make you breakfast. He ain't got, I mean, girl, if it's not in him to do, it's not in him to do. This is not a Build-A-Bear workshop. You are not going to make Jeremiah into this perfect man that you want him to be in this short amount of time that you're here. It's just not going to happen. So now we go to the little, the little game time with the woodchuck chuck, and everybody's hunching on the seesaw and all that, picking who they want to hunch and get jumped on, and then going into this house, once they pick the little otter, beaver, whatever it is, a little bear, I don't know. And again, like I said, 4 of the guys pick Olandria just randomly. Producers, y'all are sick. Why do y'all want to see her stick her tongue down everybody's throat? And I don't think she was too comfortable with it either. That felt very odd to me. Y'all drop it in the comments and let me know. I know it's probably commonplace, but has anyone ever been chosen over and over and over like that? That's supposed to be random. But they knock her down. Everybody knock her down in the cabin, because Olandria, she likes to kiss, honey. She got that tongue out. All right. And so now that that's done, we find out that there's going to be a mix up, because the 3 bombshells, excuse me, Iris, Jalen, and Pepe need to choose their new partners. Well, actually, America's chosen. Ciao. So we get there, okay? And of course, we know that Taylor is holding on tight to Olandria, because Olandria, I can't leave you, Olandria. Even though I don't want to kiss you in the mouth, really, I can't lose you, because I'll lose my spot in the house. Immediately, America says Jalen with Olandria. And it was the look on Olandria's face that really pissed me off, Olandria, because Taylor don't want you. So what are we sad for? What are we crying about? Did you want your bestie, or did you want a man? Did you want a bestie, or did you want a man? Because he's a bestie. Yeah, he's a bestie. Taylor is not like, I just, her face, the disappointment, the weird look, I didn't understand any of it. Y'all drop it in the comments and let me know what's going through Olandria's mind, because something's not clicking, Steven. You go where you're celebrated. You go where you're wanted. You go where you're desired. I don't know why we want to settle for these polite affections, in the words of my girl Jane Austen, but let's not do that. Girl, let's not do that. Let's not. So Taylor gets up there looking skinny and sad. And then we have Pepe. They hook him up with Hannah. So Charlie is now on the chopping block just fine and just up there. And, inevitably about to go home. And then we see Iris got put with Jeremiah, honey. America voted. And they said, Huda, get out of there. Huda's up on the stage, child. The way that I laughed, the way that I kikied, the way that I tee-heed at her saying, how could they do this to me? Oh my God. The tears that flowed, the look on her face, the lashes that were going left and right and separating. I don't want any woman to hurt. I don't. But girl, it's been a couple days. It's not that deep. Now I know you put that cat on them, but girl, you didn't put the cat on other people before. It's fine. It's fine, because America said nay. It's not going to be a hit. And so she's up there. And so now we find out from Ariana that somebody's going home tonight. And it's not going to be America voting. It's going to be the housemates voting on this, right? And so we get up there. And so again, it's Huda, it's Taylor, it's Charlie. And immediately I'm like, if anybody's got any sense, they're going to vote Taylor out because he doesn't have a connection with any woman in the house. Keep people here who are going to have connections with somebody here, right? They said no. When I tell you waterworks ensued, I thought it was in a preschool class, like after nap time. And they had all gotten woken up for their nap at the same time. The way everybody was, oh my God, no, I don't want to do it. 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 What's happening right now is so terrible. I don't want to do it. Are y'all serious? Are these the new adults? What are y'all crying like that for after less than 2 weeks knowing someone? Why are you crying like that? Insanity. Okay, and so now we have to get the housemates vote. And so I think we see Austin is the only one who voted for Taylor. And Austin's like, did I make a mistake? And Shirley's like, yep, you didn't, Austin. You were the only one actually with some sense in this vote to me. Well, no, I can't say that because Ace and Nick had sense as well. Next, we go to Huda. Ace gets up there. Well, first, Nick gets up there and is like, Huda. Huda, she needs to go. She needs to go. We already know how Nick has felt about Huda, like she's half in, half out, but that she's very domineering and controlling when it comes to Jeremiah. And Jeremiah is his best friend in the house, and he wants Jeremiah to be free. It is what it is. Simple to me, succinct, and it made sense. Next, baby, we got Ace. Ace gonna get up there and say, somebody done locked in on the first day that's up here and didn't give anybody else a chance, and I think that's bullsh. That's bull. That's bull. That's what he said. You ain't been doing it right. She's like, it's you next. When I tell you there was a look on her face like this means war. Huda was up there, pressed. Do you hear me? Pressed and all been out of shape. Ace said Huda. I vote for Huda. So now we have 1 vote for Taylor, 2 votes for Huda, and then we have Charlie. Shelly voted for Charlie. I'm trying to think who else voted for Charlie. Was it Jeremiah that voted for Charlie? Y'all put it in the comments. Whoever else voted for Charlie, I don't remember. But the 3rd vote was Amaya because of what happened earlier. Girl, you ain't never liked Hannah. I don't know why we told that lie. I don't know why you got up there and told them people that Hannah was your best friend in the house and like your sister. You don't mean Hannah any good. You left Hannah for dead, ma'am. That's what you did. Because the way Hannah boohoo cries tears, because apparently it was the first one to get to 3, because Charlie got the 3 and he had to leave, and Hannah was distraught because earlier in the episode, they had a conversation where she basically said, I made a mistake with Pepe. It was always you, Charlie. It's always going to be you. I love your dirty draws. So we had to say goodbye to Charlie, but Huda pissed. And this means war. Do you hear me? This means war in the house. I'm absolutely here for it. This was good and messy and everything that I want in a reality TV show. So thank y'all for putting me on to Love Island Season 7. I will be set the rest of this week, every single night. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we go live to react. And we'll watch it together in the Discord if you want to come through. But yeah, it was something. Drop it in the comments. Was I wrong? Were my takes hot? Let me know. I would love to talk about it. See you guys in the next video. Oh, if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. There's a ton of content over here. So do that for your girl. See you guys in the next video.